Hi everyone, so today I am making a new soap with a new scent. The scent is a soft aloe and lilac type, and it has a lot of other notes in it like bergamot, I think it's supposed to be bergamot, musk, lily of the valley, etc. It's a very pretty scent, but I would not just smell it and be like, oh, that's lilac. I already had the kaolin clay and the coconut milk mixed in. I'm going to go ahead and add in the fragrance. I am a little nervous about this one. I'm hoping it plays nicely. Plus it's very yellow. Looking pretty nice. Thought I saw some ricing there for a minute. Got to move it closer to me for a moment so I can actually see it. Looks alright. Forgot I wanted to add a little titanium dioxide to one part. That may not go too well now, but we'll see. Okay, so get my containers over here. Into one, I want some color for green and some purple. Well, I'm running out of space on my area today. I'm gonna do green in this one. Doesn't seem like the yellow is bothering the colors much. See if I can get some titanium dioxide blended into this one. Whoops. That was not awesome. Can be a little bit difficult to get these molds filled up fairly evenly. But I do my best. I find that no matter what, working in a slab or whatever, from front to back, if you're a little uneven, if you texture different, every bars is going to be a little bit different anyway. I try to keep all my regular soaps over 5 ounces. Some can be, or I mark them at 5 ounces, but my point is that some can be 5.4, some can be 5.9. It's just gonna vary a little bit. These look pretty close. I do have a hard time seeing through the goggles sometimes to tell what I think on the levels. I'm going to pour in some green. Whoops, that was not even. It is a very pretty scent, even if we're not full on to lilac here. It is a very pretty scent. Like really, really pretty. It was a little bit sharp, just out of bottle. I'm very pleased with it in the soap. My goal is just to leave the top as is. So this one, instead of going just up and down, I think I'm just going to go down and just swirl. That's not quite what I was planning on doing. Sometimes my brain gets away from me. Anybody else notice that? You'll have a plan. It's pretty thick, so it should be all right down in there. That did not quite turn out on top as I had planned, so I think I'm just going to use this little flat spatula to make some lines over. I'm going to go to the next one. I'm struggling here because I can't reach. I'm not that long. Here we go. Tippy toes. gonna leave that instead of messing around with it anymore. And then we'll just see how these wonky ones end up. There's just like one there, and one there, one there, one there. In the whole scheme of things, I don't think they're gonna be a problem. So I'm just gonna leave them as is. Alright guys, I'll see you back here for the cut. Alright, so here I am back to cut the aloe and lilac soap. It's been almost 4 days. Haven't had much trouble with ash on this one, so that's nice. It's a soft swirl right in the middle. I really like that. It's very delicate, very pretty. I wouldn't say this is just a in-your-face lilac. Oh my goodness, that's quite the little gap we got going on there. It's just more of an all-around, just beautiful spring floral. I really like it. The lilac can sometimes on its own, while I love lilac, I can't tend to really use like a lilac candle or anything like that because it's just too strong and sharp for me. But maybe I just haven't found the lilac that I love. They're either a blend or just super sharp to me. I've tried several and I've gotten recommendations for several. It just hasn't been a priority for me to find a straight up lilac. Thought I would just try this one for this year. It smells so good. I was thinking this one, oh, isn't that a pretty bar? This soap scent would actually be really pretty with a juicy berry, like a blackberry or something, which I guess I did that blackberry and magnolia that I call 1900 magnolia, so I guess I'm thinking along those fruity floral lines. So that would be a good mixer to do like a blackberry or something in lilac. I really am liking this delicate swirl in the colors. Here's the top. Okay, let's see. Yep, did it again. I always do that. Get to yapping and forget what I'm doing. So I think I was hanger swirling that pretty thoroughly, but I still missed some spots, like on that one. I think the best part of making soap is just that it always ends up different in some way. Each bar is different and unique, and that really is what makes it fun. A lot of soap makers have a hard time making the same soap over and over and over again. They like to switch it up and do something a little bit different. So it's fun even when all the bars come out a little different. So for this soap cutting extravaganza, you're going to get it in split up videos and just really spread out. But for me, I'm cutting like 8 soaps today. That one's kind of cool. And so this is my final soap to cut for this day. It's been quite the process because I put them all on their trays, all lined up about perfect, because that's where my OCD comes out to play. Even though we're just going to take them back off and clean them here in a week or two anyway, but I always need them to be just perfect from the get-go. So here we have the Aloe and Lilac soap, and we'll see what name I come up with that by the time this video goes up. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.